hello, everybody. We are back. Rainey and Michele are back. Hi.
Everybody, how are you?
Oh my gosh, it's been a minute.
It's been a hot minute, has it not? It really has. I'm so excited to be back for Tarot Tuesdays.
I can't tell you how many people are like, "Are you coming on tonight? Are you and Michele doing it?" I'm like, "Yes, I promise we're doing it tonight live." My name is Rainy Day, and I am a generational psychic medium. I've had this gift of insight since birth, and you can find me at rainyday.com. And the fabulous Michele Tell, introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. I'm Michele Tell. I'm an intuitive tarot reader here with my psychic arts license here in Las Vegas, and you can find me at thesignsoftarot.com.
We have Nina Swanson tuning in, and I love you so much. She said, "Yay, so happy you're both back." Well, I'm happy to see you. And Vicki Curtis is coming to us live from Michigan. And she already has a question, but we'll get to your questions in a minute. So the energy covering this week, and it seems so apropos, is the Tower card. And for me, the Tower card, it can be really rocky for a lot of people. For me, it can be chaotic. Sometimes you can't see the path ahead, but the Tower is calling you to tune into your inner guidance. All is not lost. It's about personal transformation, sudden changes, beliefs are challenged, new awarenesses and perspectives, definite shift in the matrix. Your foundations may feel like they're collapsing. Time modification, because time does sometimes go slower or it's too fast, depending on the Tower situation, and fearing that change. No need to fear the change because all is not lost. In addition to that, the damn Page of Wands flew out of the deck. This is Light Seer's Tarot, which I love. Here's her Tower, which I love. It's a tree getting knocked down by lightning bolts, and a little squirrel who has gathered all of his nuts for them all to just fall back onto the ground. So all of this planning that was well laid just didn't really work out. And those butterflies that you see in the background are all about transformation and just kind of being at peace with what is. And so, Michele, don't you think this is a perfect card?
It's an incredible week of energy, and I know you want to talk about it. We are in Pisces Sun. We have a Pisces Moon coming up tomorrow. New moon on the 3rd, and that just creates a very strong energy field that's going to be coming down here. Page of Wands, beautiful new beginnings with passion, excitement, with fear and trepidation, but you're going to move forward anyway. And the Tower,
go ahead.
Scariest and most prolific card in the tarot deck, the scariest, greatest card in the tarot deck of complete sudden change, redirected from the universe to put you on the path that you're supposed to be. So amazing cards to fall back on this week, and amazing cards for us to leap from.
And sometimes you have to have things torn down for you to realize that what you have been doing in the past is really not for your highest and greatest good. And for me, the Page of Wands, I just love this. This is my favorite, one of my favorite decks, Sawyer's Path Tarot. For me, it reminds me of when I was in junior high, going into high school, and then all through high school thinking about, what do I want to be when I grow up? How do I want to prepare for college? This is perfect timing because it's springtime. And this just shows me that whatever he's thinking is really starting to grow. And it's all yellow, solar plexus energy. That's your personal power center. So let's start with Aries. Spirit told me that really Aries, and you posted something about a DUI with Aries. Go on to Michelle's YouTube channel. She just posted all kinds of astrological predictions for each sign, and Aries really caught my eye because I am Aries. But it's all has to do with your communication. Really try to get everything out that you want to say, but keep it in your home. Don't say it out loud to anybody else. Really start filtering through all of these feelings, these beliefs, and really next week, regroup and refocus how you are going to clear that throat chakra so that when you speak, it is heard without resistance. That's what I got from Aries this week.
Wow, it was a pretty intense reading I put up on my YouTube channel at the Signs of Tarot. I have a bunch of astrologicals going to be hit after this, but that particular Aries was all about coming out to speak your mind and connecting your mind, your heart, your body all in one line And in order to do that, sometimes, we take a little bit of escape route, but that was a scary reading because those cards came out and they said, just be careful as you're going through this change. Anyway, we'll go into our reading. Check out my channel if you get a chance at the Signs of Tarot. We pull 2 cards, one for love, one for career. And sometimes those interchange, and sometimes 2 loves come out and sometimes 2 careers come out. But we always shoot for 1 love and 1 career, and we see how it falls. I'm using 5 different decks today. I'm using my double decker of the Rider-Waite, which is the original tarot deck. I use 2 different combined into one because the spirit wants to come through with the same card. It comes out with it twice. I'm going to use my Crystal Vision deck. I'm going to use my very first tarot deck from 25 years ago, my Golden Tarot. I've been using that a lot lately. It's been singing to me again. And Affirminators, and I use my Wisdom of the Trees Oracle by Jane Struthers. This is my only oracle deck that I use, but sometimes I need to feel what the cards are saying by connecting with the earth, connecting with Mother Gaia, our center of our power center. And so I use this card. So I'm using 5 different decks tonight.
I love that tree oracle deck. It's just so meaningful. And I might pull a few cards, but if I do, I love the sacred forest. My gosh, it's gorgeous. Has so much symbolism. And wherever my eye is pulled to, it has been so spot on. So this is by Denise Lynn. Wonderful deck. Let's get started, Aries. Monitor those words so that next week you can speak your truth in a way that people will be more receptive. So what do you got?
We're going to start with love here. 6 of Pentacles. Let me go up close. Sorry, I have a new system here, a new house I'm living in. I want to make sure you guys can see things okay. I'm just going to try one thing really fast. Is that better for you to see the card?
Oh, the card, yes.
Okay, you may not see me, but that's okay. Let's talk about the 6 of Pentacles. By the way, this is my next tattoo, if you want to know the truth. I want this card to be a part of me for the rest of my life. This is all about equal give and take. In the world of love, it's about learning what you give and learning what you receive. And it's about making sure that that's equal. Here in the world of the 6 of Pentacles, he has enough money to give to the poor, keep for himself. You will see that he's holding the scales of Libra because he wants balance. This is the ultimate card of balance. We are in 222. Where are we? We are in the year 2022, the year of 6. To me, this Pentacle card is all about equal balance. This is a year that we regroup, we get our balance. In the world of love, it's all about, no relationship is ever 50-50. At best, it's 60-40, and then it switches. It's telling you to be cognizant of that and make sure that you are receiving what you are giving. And when things tip completely out of whack, then you know the relationship is going into a toxic environment and you need to pull back and have a conversation.
Yeah, Aries, come on now. I feel so sorry for you this week, but really it's nothing to be worried about, but these moments are essential for your growth. So just take it as, just be the container and just sit with it and let it flow. Flowing is hard, but flowing is also about balance.
Okay, we're going to pull a card out of my Golden Tarot. I'm going to cut the deck for Aries for career. What do we got? We got the 10 of Swords. Sudden change in the world of career. Sudden change. The 10 of Swords is, a tough card to receive. So in the world of career, keeping it real, maybe money isn't where you want it to be right now. Maybe a communication, a discussion with a boss, a discussion with a coworker, or a discussion with an employee didn't go as well as you thought. This is kind of a little bit on the harsh side. Maybe a discussion in the workplace was then taken to a higher up and you were called out on the carpet to understand what you needed to communicate. Swords are all about communication, and intellect. That also combines to be the internet. So make sure in the world of work, if you're looking for another job, somebody's not watching you look for another job at work. It could be all of those different elements, but it's also feeling a little bit slighted. You might have been passed over for a promotion, or you may have been passed over for a job or a contract. Know that the universe does that. Rejection is God's protection. If you were passed over for the promotion, it's not the promotion for you. Keep moving forward to find your own true north.
I'm just going to add one more thing to that is, over the next few weeks, again, the Tower is so perfect for Aries right now. When things feel hopeless, there's so much opportunity and so many more things coming your way. And over the next few weeks, you're going to have those opportunities. You're going to be able to share with other people, because where you're at just doesn't feel like it's for your highest and best. And that's what the Tower kind of teaches us, that we're either in a place or we have limiting beliefs, or we are not really surrendering to where we really need to be. And sometimes the universe has a way of kicking your ass out. So take it as a blessing. This is a wonderful sign. Just ride with it, flow with it, be in balance. So let's go to Taurus. So Taurus, I think you're very, very, this next week feels like you're a little bit naive and you take everybody's word for it. And I really want you to start disseminating and have that discernment. For me, Taurus, this next week is all about discernment, especially with the Pisces and the new moon. I want you to do a new moon release. Google it. It will help you. It'll help you discern, because not everybody is really telling you the truth.
That's funny.
Did we hit it again?
We hit it again. I pulled the Wisdom of the Trees Oracle. I hope you can see me. If this light is wacko, I'm sorry.
Yeah, there you go.
But that's a little bit better. I pulled the Ginkgo, and this is the world of love. Our first card's usually love. And you see that the ginkgo has a heart-shaped leaf right here in front. That means love is very much prevalent on your mind. But the ginkgo tree is all about memory. And you know, ginkgo is one of those trace element essentials that you can find at total food. I can't even speak. That you can find at Whole Foods or Sprouts. It's an enhancement for memory. It helps you stay focused. It helps you stay on track, and it really helps you with memory. But they say with this ginkgo tree leaves, these are the leaves that are found in fossils that are over 250 years old. So they say the ginkgo tree is the tree that keeps the akashic records of our earth, of all of our earth's routines in the memory. So I just want you to know that when I get this card in my tarot readings and we're talking about love, don't allow your memory of an ex, don't allow your memory of something that has happened to you in the past to affect you moving forward in a new relationship. You're allowing yourself to pull upon your memory. And sometimes this is childhood programming, that you saw your parents act a certain way, or you saw your parents not act a certain way, and you're bringing that pattern into your new relationship. This is the card where we talk about love, to disconnect from memory. Allow yourselves to move forward freely.
I really think that is perfect, because I want you guys, Taurus, to grab, I think these are Mennonites. I can't even say it. Vicky, I know you're watching, so tell everybody what these are. These will help you open that psychic senses so that you'll be able to really see the reality of the situation. And again, you can't make this shit up. Whoever is talking to you is not telling you the complete truth and hiding things. So use these to open that psychic GPS, your solar plexus, your gut check, and your third eye. I promise you, it will not let you down. You can get lost in these. They're just so gorgeous. Vicki, what are these? She'll have to tell us. So let's go for
Taurus career. We got a 2 of Wands. Okay, now we're talking career. Follow your passion and your career will blossom. Period. If you're in a job because it pays the bills, and you wake up every day and you have to take a deep breath, how the heck am I going to get through this another day? I'm so bored. I'm so unchallenged. It's telling you that now is the time to have the world in your hand, to stop a current cycle and to move forward with your passion into something stronger. It's time for you to, and look, we all need to make money. We all need to put a roof over our head. So if you're in a well-paying job that you enjoy, but it doesn't connect with your passion, now's the time to create a side hustle or to follow what makes you tick. Even if it doesn't become a monetary thing, crocheting, gardening, reading tarot, whatever you need to do to find your way. It's time for you to stop a pattern of you not moving forward in your world of passion and move forward to your passion.
So, I really have to tell you, because this is so funny. I subscribe to the Daily Ohm, and that quote to me is very red. I think it's red. For me, if you stay grounded in the moment, on Daily Ohm today, it talked about working your life's purpose. Our life's work is not always what we do to make money, although we often think it should be. And sometimes this way of thinking prevents us from seeing clearly what it is. It may be the work of having children, caring for them, and running a household. We the way we know our life's work is how we feel when we are doing it. So what you're doing at work now might not be your forever after, but why not have something where you wake up every day to be excited that when you're done with what pays your bills, you got this other thing to go to that will just really expand you and make you feel like this is a purpose. You don't even necessarily have to make money out of it. So I think it's beautiful for you, Taurus. Beautiful for you, Taurus. So let's go on to, shall we take a question?
Sure.
So Vicky, I think she's the crab, she's Cancer, and her question would be, I would like to know if you see surgery in my near future. Now, again, I'm going to take Michelle's lead. We are not medical practitioners. We're pretty good medical mediums, but always check with the doctor. Thank you, legal team and spirit, for letting me say that. Vicky, let's see what that answer is.
I got to take another card. Got the Emperor and I got the Six of Wands. Vicky, if you do need to take a medical procedure, you will be victorious with that medical procedure. That's what I'm getting from these cards. I can't tell you if you need to do it or if you don't, but a Six of Wands is riding into victory, and the Emperor is the King of the Kings, giving you valuable information. So sometimes the Emperor can be the head doctor, not your doctor, the head doctor, the person that oversees the medical, the person that oversees what's going on with you. If he says do it, do it. You march into victory. That's the best I can tell you. This is the most victorious card in our deck. It's a Six of Wands. It's coming in from a battle and a war victorious to the crowds. But this is somebody being very authoritative to tell you to do something. So I'm here to tell you that if your doctor or the person above your doctor tells you to move forward on something, it's going to be victorious for you. Again, I'm not a medical professional. If my legal counsel is watching me right now, he's punching his fist right through this TV right now. But the truth of the matter is, Vicky, somebody's giving you the advice you need to listen to, and you will ride into victory if you listen to that advice.
Make sure, though, that you connect the dots. For some reason, I want you to make sure that everything is documented. All of the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted. And I think it's going to be a wonderful thing for you. I honestly do have to say, though, it might postpone other things a little bit and stretch it out. I feel like it's being stretched out a little bit. So just be patient. But I agree with Michele. I'm picking up nothing but good things. Nothing but good things and new beginnings from it. With the daffodil. I love these cards. This is the daffodil fairy. It says new beginnings. And for me, yellow, and right now with the new moon in Pisces and the sun in Pisces, spring is coming. So these seeds that you planted will start to grow. Just like the Page of Wands. For me, I just want you to keep looking up to the sun, try to be more positive, focus on your solar plexus, and take your power back. When you can do that, I think that everything is going to line for your highest and best. I hope that helped, Vicky. I hope that helped.
You as well.
All right, Gemini. This morning, Spirit told me that there's some wonderful, passionate relationship coming your way, but it almost feels like you're going to sabotage it because of fear of possibly intimacy, or you've been hurt in the past, that you're just really on guard. I just want you to allow yourself to be a little vulnerable. Just allow things to unfold as they're supposed to. What do you got, Michele? Tell me I'm right.
Figure out how to do this better, this lighting, so you guys can see.
Oh, there you go. I can see that really good.
I took the wisdom of the trees and I pulled out the juniper. It is seeing something through the forest of the trees, and what you are seeing are 9 stars, 9 of pentacles, independence, single, but because you're independent, because you can handle your own 2 feet, because you are able to stand on your own 2 feet, it's going to attract somebody in. And you're going to see the forest through the trees. And let me tell you, with this particular card, and when I talk about love with this particular card, it's all about keeping your focus very narrow. Truthfully, if you're a sports fanatic, you need to find somebody who's a sports fanatic. You know, oftentimes I get the opposite card. Cast your net wide. You never know who you're going to meet. You're going to never know who you connect with. On this particular card, Gemini, it's the juniper. It's very specific. Juniper makes one alcohol, it makes gin. Okay, it's telling me for you to really zero in, if you are looking for somebody new, on someone that you share major commonalities with, and your independence is what's going to lure them in.
And the beauty of that, Michele, is when you open up and you are your authentic self, that's what you attract. You attract that same vibrational energy. So really pay attention to that, Gemini. This is a beautiful message for you.
Career. By Scorpio time, by October, you're going to see a change in your money. I'm getting a major download right now for you, Gemini. For whatever Gemini this is resonating with, be very wary about the investments you make. If you're into that Bitcoin, if you're into that whole online investing thing, watch it like a little bit of a hawk. There's some things going behind the scenes that you are not looking. The moon tends to make us look at the moon, and it's sparkly and it's gorgeous, and we tend to just look at it majestically. But what's going on in the 90% of the darkness behind the moon, we do not see. You see the dog barking at the moon. For logical sensibility, you have the wolf barking at the moon. For primal, it's always head versus heart. And then you have the lobster coming out, causing complete chaos. The moon tends to do that. The moon is a deflector. So keep your eye on the prize, keep your eye on the ball. And with finances, make sure you do your proper research. You can also see the moon is between two towers. And we know Rainey picked the tower as our opening card today. So the moon brings out our emotions. It brings out our emotions for everybody, not just if you're Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. This is the card of our water signs, but it brings out the emotions for everybody. But the moon here between two towers is a little bit of a warning that a major change may be right around the corner, and to brace yourself. Just keeping it raw and keeping it real, because that's what I do.
No, I agree with that, because what I fear is you've got a point of resistance to what we're telling you. And all you can see is the money as the prize, when the money isn't the prize. You need to be still and sit back. Just step back from it for a while, and then you can go back and revisit it. Agree, Michele? Then it'll be more illuminated by the sun. I would wait even till the full moon, because that's even more illumination. But right now, I agree. I agree. Let's go on to Cancer, and then we'll take a question. Cancer.
I'm going to use my Golden Tarot, my first tarot deck, 25 years old.
Perfect. You know, I can't find that deck anymore.
I'm searching for you. I got you.
The next few weeks, Cancer, is going to be incredibly intense. It's going to feel like Mercury retrograde all over again, but it's not. There's just a lot of inner healing that you need to do in order, like Michele said earlier, for you to see the forest through the trees. You are waking up every morning and feeling lack. You are waking up every morning and not being in gratitude. So I want you to wake up tomorrow morning, find one thing you're grateful for, and raise your vibration, change the energy, because I just feel like you've got this huge dark cloud over you, and it is self-imposed. And I say that with love and grace.
Well, the card came out sideways, and it's the Hierophant. You're not off base about feeling untilted right now for whatever Cancer this is going to. This is questioning a marriage, questioning a decision, questioning whether or not you want to formally do an education. If you're involved in a career for 20, 30, 40, 50 years, and you have to take some furthering education to continue with your accreditations, you're kind of saying, why the hell am I doing this? This is a card of question on the side. The Hierophant is the closest thing we have to marriage, commitment, higher education. This is also, it came out sideways. So there's some different meanings when it comes out sideways. This is also taking a leap of faith with yourself and seeking help. Either seeking help from a metaphysical standpoint, tarot readers, Reiki healers, or actually going to a clinical therapist and speaking what you need to get off of your mind. This is also the card of psychology and therapists. This came out sideways. So if you're teetering on whether or not you want to explore some professional help, the tarot cards are telling you that, you know what, no help, no extra help is bad help. To seek advice, to seek hearing from somebody else a different point of view on where you can be. This is also questioning a marriage, keeping that real because we're in the love place here. It's about questioning a marriage, wondering if you want to spend the next 30 years of your life with the same person you spent the first 20 years of your life with, or whatever. Put yourself in the story where it belongs. You're questioning your value system right now, keeping it real.
And as soon as you started talking about that, I love that you read sideways, because that Hierophant, if you could hold it up sideways again, for me is telling me that Cancer, those of you who are single, are really just lying down in solitude. You're just in a horizontal state of being, and that is no way to live. It is difficult to communicate when all you want to be is be in solitude. So it's time for you to get out of that mode. Get up, stand upright, get out of your room, get out of your bed, start living. Spring is coming. It's a beautiful time to go outside and be in nature. Love yourself. That's what that card is telling me, that you need some more self-love. Career. Self-love, girl, self-love.
Here we go, career, keeping your eye on the prize. Her eye is on the trophy and she wins the prize. This is the most stable queen in the deck, in my opinion. The Queen of Cups has her emotions in check, extremely emotional, but knows when to let them rip and knows when to hide them and hold them. Her prize is herself. This is the card of self-love, self-care, self-motivation, self-creation, self-made. Her eye is on the prize and the prize is herself. And that's where you're going in the world of career. It's a perfect, most beautiful card. If you're an inventor, if you want to start a new entrepreneur project, if you want to take a leap of faith, leave your job to start something new, it's the perfect card that says, take care of yourself and yourself will take care of you.
I love that. I love that. Shall we take another question?
Sure.
So, Nina, wow. This is a really cool question from her. Oh my gosh, where did it go? It just flipped up. Are you not wanting me? Yeah, okay. So they said, yes, go for it. So her question is, she's hearing singing bowls randomly throughout the day. What the hell? Any suggestions on why, or should I get a hearing test? Well, definitely, I don't think you should get a hearing test. She's Libra. Duh, Nina, you are coming into your own. Your senses are heightened and you've got some team in spirit that are trying to get your attention and you're not listening. You're not seeing the signs and symbols. It feels like you're at 10 and 2 and you're only driving and not seeing out of your peripheral. What I want you to do is start purposely looking out your peripheral and start looking up. So I would drive this road 100,000 times down Jones. And one day I was stopped, just stopped. And I happened to look up and I never realized I could see the whole entire valley. To the other side, I could see the Clark County shooting range. It blew my mind. Start doing those kinds of things so that you can develop and start hearing spirit, because I think you have a couple of, no, I know you have a couple of guides who are like, hello, McFly, McFly. What are you picking up, Michele?
I got the Page of Cups in reverse, and then I got the Five of Wands in reverse. A couple of very critical things I just want to share. When you hear that singing bowl, it's telling you to go back to your childhood and what used to make you tick, what brought out the giddy in you, what brought out the innocent side to you. It's a reality check of how serious we get. Everything's a fight. Every day's a fight. Every day is a fight for all of us. I don't care if you're in the most perfect marriage and the most perfect job and you're raining money every day. Every day is a proliferal fight for us to get through the day with our kids and our friends and our spouses and our work life and another person getting sick. And every day is the fight. So what this is telling me, when you hear those bowls, it's a moment from spirit to tell you to stop. Bring back the laughter in your life. Bring back the time you were a child where nothing was tough. Nothing was so calculated. Nothing was on a timer. I don't ever remember any of us as kids wearing a watch and giving a crap what time it was, as long as we were in when the street lights came on. It's telling me when you hear that, it's time for you to center yourself and remember when you were a child, because you have a lot of fighting going on in your own head. This is my card of civil war. You don't know if you're fighting your head or your heart, if you're fighting friends or if you're fighting foes. In the reverse, that causes confusion. But when you hear those bowls, I want you to stop and think of a very pleasant childhood memory and go back to that moment that you felt completely solid and whole before we entered the adult life and everything's a fight.
Yeah, I truly believe that Nina is just really freaking tired of adulting. I really feel like you're worn out because you have been carrying your entire family, husband, children, aunts, uncles, everybody for a very long time, and it's weighed on you. But can I tell you, I don't know if you know Regina Rose Murphy, but she just came through as strong can be. Since she's gone on the other side, she's been an incredible guide to me. You know what she told me, Nina? She told me, she gave me this candle. It's a Mother Mary candle. I believe Mother Mary is coming to you to help open your heart to what the possibilities could be, because you feel very stuck right now. Um, Life will be good. I love that Michelle said, go back to your childlike, be childlike, go back to your childhood. Remember the bikes that we got at Christmas. Remember the cakes that we were brought by our parents. Just remember those beautiful things and click your heels 3 times, because there's really no place like home, and that's within you. Call on Mother Mary, because I'm getting chills all over my body. She's around you and she's calling out she wants to help. So engage her, ask her to come in and help. I hope this helped you, Nina. We love you so much. All right, Leo. Oh my goodness, Spirit. Spirit's telling me that Leo has worked so hard that my back and my ankles and my knees are just killing me. My shoulders are killing me. You need a good massage, but it feels like you're gonna, all of this hard work that you have been doing is gonna pay off.
Got the 8 of Cups in reverse. Either you're going back to an old love or an old love is coming back to you. The 8 of Cups in reverse is a definitive of somebody who left 8 cups, which is 8 out of 10 is a B, to look for their 10 of cups because they wanted it all. The grass was not greener on the other side. They are making a return back to you. And usually under a full moon or an eclipse, that at least triggers it. Now we are going into a new moon in 2 days, the new moon in Pisces on March 3rd. I'm talking a couple of months. When we start really hitting eclipse season, it's going to trigger this person to come back. So if whoever's out there, if you've recently broken up with someone, if you've recently separated with someone, their mind is making a turn to come back. Sit back, do not chase. The Empress does not chase, and allow it to come to you.
I love that. I love that. I don't really have anything else to add to that, but let's go and jump into career.
Ace of Pentacles, beautiful. New job, new promotion, new money. Finding a lost object, finding something valuable, somebody giving you something valuable. I'm getting really more that you're going to find something valuable, like under your bed, someplace that you've looked for this like 10 times. It's just going to magically be there. Your guides are going to be putting it back, but this is also starting anew. This is planting a new seed into a new career or a new place of work. This is also starting a new entrepreneur project. This is a big pentacle. This is a big step towards stability. It's a beautiful card for a career. No matter how you slice it, this is a great career card.
And Leo, like I said earlier, all of that work is going to pay off. I really feel like you're going to get the recognition if you're in a current job, or start a new project. And that's what setting an intention on the new moon is for. So maybe set that intention if you feel a little stagnant at work. But I feel that nothing but you're going to be basking in all of your wonderful glory, that you really deserve a pat on the back, Leo, because you've worked really hard over these last few months. And I think it's just going to get better and better and better. So let's go to Virgo. Virgo love.
Magician, reversed. For those of you in an existing long-term relationship, you guys are at a crossroads and a little bit of a funk. And you're trying, Spirit's telling me to go back to what brought you together in the first place. What connected you guys in the first place? Was it your love of cooking? Was it your love of reading? You have to go back to the basics when we get the Magician in reverse with a single card read on love. This is being able to manifest everything you want. So if you're in a new relationship or you want a new relationship, we got the card in reverse. It's telling you timing is not right now. Hate to say it, got to keep it raw, got to keep it real, Virgo. The timing is not right now for you to fall in love or to meet that next new thing for you. So it's telling me to tell you, you need to work on yourself. You're not finished cooking in the oven. You got to put your turkey is not done being cooked. You got to keep the turkey in the oven, work on yourself a little bit, work on your goals, work on your detachment of valuable, work on your detachment of ego. It's just saying that you're not ready to put yourself out there 100% because you are not 100% of who you want to be. So it's time to work on yourself a little bit more, keeping it real.
And that card is full of solar plexus energy. That's where your personal power is. That's your human experience. That's your sensuality, your creativity. That is you as a human. So work on that, clear it out. It feels kind of muddy.
All right, Libra, let's do love for you. I'm hitting the Rider-Waite again because it told me to.
Libra or Virgo? Did we miss Virgo?
Wait, did we do Virgo career or that was love? I'm losing it.
I've lost it. I
think this is Virgo career. I think that was all love.
Yes, we're still in Virgo.
Higher education. Hierophant, second time it's come out with a different card. Hierophant, this is all about furthering education, college, beyond college, learning a vocation, learning a trade, and applying yourself. Let's go to the world of applying yourself. It's something, if you're an existing job, it's telling me that you're holding back and not applying everything that you are. And as soon as you do, you're going to be recognized. If you're looking for a new job, it's telling me to really review your resume and make sure all of your education is on there. I think your resume, whoever this is resonating for, we tend to drop things off of our resume every once in a while as we grow. And it's telling me to tell you to put back on everything that could be an educational hit for your resume, because there's something that you dropped on a resume that's going to lure in your next job.
Perfect timing, because Spirit told me this morning that you really need to be courageous in your ambitions, nurture them, but I don't want it to be your complete identity. So again, there's that balance. I'm feeling the Tower is telling me this week is all about balance because things are going to get a little shaky. Just do me a favor, Virgo. I want you to just not let it be your entire identity. So if you become a doctor, I don't always want you to put your name down for reservations, Dr. Rainy Day Addington. No, just Rainy Day Addington. It cannot be. It's got to be a balance because you feel very out of balance right now. So let's go to Libra. Then we'll answer another question.
Love. Someone's holding back their feelings for you. This is the Hoarder card. See, the biggest pentacle is on their chest. They're holding back their head. They're stepping on their money. But in the world of love, either you're holding back your emotions, you're holding back what you want to say to someone, or the person you care about is holding back. All I have to say is life is short. It's too short to not express yourself. If you're in an existing relationship, you have less to lose. You're already in the relationship. Speak your mind and express the love you feel for this person. And if you're in a new relationship, you are used to hiding your heart, hiding your emotions because you're afraid of putting yourself out on the limb. Well, I wouldn't tell this person, I love you, I want to marry you tomorrow, but I would express yourself and start using this as a ladder to express yourself. Hey, I kind of think we just met and I kind of think this is a good thing. And I hope you want to move forward. You can start light. You don't have to unveil every different thought and feeling, but it's telling you that you're holding back and you need to push forward.
Yeah, I love the fact that you said, don't blurt out, I love you on the second date. Just saying, you really need to just take your time, get to know somebody, because you are one of those people right now. It just feels right now, the energy, not always, but you're ready to just make that commitment. You want to move forward. That commitment is important, but you can't just dive into something because I can tell you it's going to be off balance and you're going to end up probably in divorce court. Don't like it.
All right, Libra, let's look at career. I'm taking my golden tarot.
As she does
Seven
that.
of Pentacles.
Okay, go for it.
Seven of Pentacles in the world of career is a building block. You're building your pentacles. It's telling you to make sure you make wise investments with your money. Make sure you take a look at your 401k, your IRAs. Make sure if your company that you work with matches something, you match it to the fullest. This is the time you're building your pentacles. You're building your platform. That means now's the time that you play conservative. If you're ready to buy a house, don't buy the biggest house, buy the middle house. If you're ready to make an investment, make a sound investment, but don't go over the top. Now is not the time to be flamboyant. If you pull up that Page of Wands or opening card, that is also the card of being flamboyant. showing the world what you have. You see the feather in his cap and his wand. Now is not the time to play Page of Wands. Now is not the time to be over flamboyant with your money and your choices. Now is the time to build a very solid foundation. There will be plenty of time for you to roll the dice on the craps table in the future.
And I really feel with the energy that we have in the world right now, conservative is the key. Cash money is the key. Stow it away, wrap it up, put it under your bed like old grandma used to. Save your money, save your money. But I want you to broaden your ideas and beliefs on what really financial aspects are to you. I don't think you have a very clear and a very good relationship with money. Money doesn't make who you are, like the flamboyant, like Michele talked about the page. I just feel that for you, it's modesty. Modesty. Keep everything a little bit more conservative. Very, very important for you right now, Libra, because I think at the end of this year, you could come out with maybe nothing. So that's the caveat. I'm giving you that warning. Like Michele said, keeping it real. Please watch your money, save it away, and save cash, Libra. So let's go to
Scorpio?
Yes. And then we'll answer a question for Ron. Oh, Nina's so cute. She said, I love Michelle's keeping it real.
All right, guys, I got the Page of Wands. That's per card. That's Rainey's card that she picked up for the day. And this is for you, Scorpio. And I'm really feeling it with you right now, so I'm keeping it real. Stop putting on a show in the world of love. You want somebody to love you for who you are, your good points and your bad points, your happy times and your bad points. This is my card, the Page of Wands of Flamboyancy. You see how he's dressed? Look at me. This is my stage theater card. This is my drama card. This is my look at me. I'm on the stage and I'm in a one-man solo show. I'm here to tell you, Scorpio, for whatever and whoever Scorpio this relates to, and it's not going to relate to everyone. We have lots of people watching this show. I hope we still have our viewership after we've been gone for a while, but I hope we get it back. The truth of the matter is, love is a two-man street. It's a two-man act, in theory. You can't be the one that's always on the stage. You have to allow your partner to have some stage time, to feel good, to feel blessed, to feel valued. It's all about balance, Scorpio. So don't take over the spotlight. It's not all about you and the relationship. It has to be a we relationship. Keeping it real for whoever.
I want to add on to that because for some reason, my throat and heart chakra feel very like they're not in harmony together. And it just feels like your communication, what you throw out there is going to have a major impact. And you just need to start adjusting. And whatever those changes are, change is a good thing. Change is a way of growth. And so rather than resist it, embrace it and grow in the rhythm. Your voice just doesn't have a rhythm to it. Just really monitor what you're saying, especially when it comes to love, because it will have a major impact.
And I want to add something. I brought it up that this is my part of theater and drama. This can work the other way. For those of you who are in a long-term relationship and are pretending to want to be there, get off the stage if that's the case. Life is too short to be in a place that you really have to put on a show and act a false mask, a narrative to be there. Break free. If you have to wake up every day, take a deep breath and say, the show must go on. No way. Keeping it super fucking real. The show does not have to go on. The show goes on if it's the right show for you. Keeping it real.
Oh my God, I love that. Preach it, girl. Preach it. So,
all right, Scorpio, let's look at that's good for career. Collaborative efforts in the workplace. It's also graduation. If you're working, it's going from a manager to director or a director to executive director. It's getting a raise. It's also the apprentice now being recognized as not the young man on the totem pole or young woman on the totem pole. It is a beautiful card of elevation. This is the card of synergy. When you have one energy plus another energy, it creates a third energy called synergy. And that's when you meet, I'm just trying to think of duos, like the Righteous Brothers or Hall and Oates. You have one energy plus another energy, and it's such an incredible, Simon and Garfunkel. It makes such a match that there becomes a third energy that takes over everything. That's what this is all about in the world of Scorpio. If you have a business partner, the two of you could conquer the world. If you don't have a business partner, maybe there's somebody you should partner with, because the two of you could conquer the world. If I'm making any sense at all, if you think of the magical voices of Simon and Garfunkel, both stood on their own to test the time of beautiful voices, but together they were a powerhouse unimaginable. That's what's in for you right now, Scorpio, with the world of work. It's time to collaborate.
And I want to put one more little caveat: use your power wisely. For some reason, that card has always kind of indicated to me that, you know, there's a lot of grace in using your power so that everybody steps up. Everybody wins. When you win, make sure that everybody wins. So let's take a question from Ron. He wants to know, where's your crest? Oh, do you see a new home and relocation in my future, Mr. Virgo? Ooh, I don't even know.
Well, this is the card of forward movement. This is the card of travel. This is also sometimes the card of I'm sorry if you can see this. It's the Chariot. It is super fast movement, but super fast movement that is steady. Do I see a new home in your future? I do, but it's not in the area that you think it is. It's in a different area. So does that mean still in the city in which you live? Possibly. But if you're looking in one space, it's probably in the other. Or this could be an opportunity for you to move out of your localized area. I'm keeping it real on both of them, but it's solid forward movement. The Chariot holds the Emperor. The Emperor is the king of the kings. He knows the decisions he makes are amazing. Here's the other cool thing. He's flying away from the castles. The castles are metaphoric, the terror. So by moving forward, you are evading a negative crash down of something that you may have wanted a lot in the past, but no longer want now. You're moving forward away from it.
I love that because I see the same thing. Although I drew a card that says Spirit Guardian of Summer. So it possibly could happen in the summer. Again, I want to remind you guys, when you want something so bad, you need to just set the intention and let it go. Set a clear intention, not a paragraph, 1 or 2 sentences about what your desires. Let it go and don't be attached to the outcome. I do see you moving, but I do see you having to wait until the summer. And it's really funny because as I was seeing, before I even picked this card, I was seeing you by more around a lot of greenery, farming areas. This is a beautiful orchard in this card. Like Michele said, maybe you need to expand into another, and this card is expansion. I didn't even see that. Maybe you just need to expand your search. I think your search is a little too narrow, and don't be tied to the outcome.
Perfect.
Let's go to Sagittarius.
I'm going to my Oracle of the Trees card for Sag.
Shout out to Miranda and BP. Hello. Thank you
all
for
for coming for our channel. Thank you. Eucalyptus. Love. Eucalyptus is the card of healing. It's the tree of healing. I'm going to go real close here so you can see. For my Sagittariuses that are empaths, do you see here? There's a log resting on you that doesn't belong to your tree because you have a lot to carry yourself. You have 9 branches that are so heavy that you have to carry them, but yet you've allowed another person to lay their log on you. You're an empath. You're that shoulder to cry on. So in the world of love, make sure if you're in a new relationship or seeking somebody new, make sure that person who can stand on their own 2 feet and doesn't need you is not that needy person that has to cling on to you and to suffocate you. We all know how long those relationships last. Okay, if you're in an existing relationship and a long-term relationship, you have to be a little bit more embracing of the person that you love, who probably rarely asks for help and rarely asks for a shoulder, but very much needs it. You have to reach out to that person. So 2 very different messages for those who are single or just getting involved in a relationship and those who are in an existing relationship. Keeping it
I
real.
love how that tree is holding up the branch of another tree. And when Spirit talked to me this morning about Sagittarius and love, they said right now that it's really important to nurture a healthy relationship. Really evaluate if it's healthy. And it's time to end all those stupid little fights. For me, Sagittarius, all I see is you picky at all these little things that really don't matter. You know, we all have our little lines in the sand. It is not a time to draw a line in the sand. You got to know what you can live with, and you got to know what you can't live with. What's really important is you focus that on this personal relationship and just love people a little more unconditionally. That's my message. That's my soapbox for this week, Sag.
I've been on a couple today already. Sag, career, King of Swords, speak your truth, your whole truth, and nothing but the truth. You will have an opportunity. This is coming down like a download. Hard. You're going to have an opportunity to either speak, if you work for someone, to speak to your immediate supervisor or the big boss. They're going to ask you your opinion on something. It's telling me to tell you with the King of Swords, speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Do not protect anyone in the workplace. Do not protect your fear. If you know a more efficient way of doing something, speak your mind. It's going to be rewarded. If you're an entrepreneur, you have a business partner, or if you have somebody in the world of finance, they want to see the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And if you fear that something is not being done correctly and there needs to be a different way to do for money, speak your mind.
So I'm just going to say it, because as soon as you said that, I have chills all over my body and my hands got immediately cold. It's just like Ukraine's president saying to the United States, I don't need a ride, I need ammo. Don't sugarcoat it, just get to the core. Very simple. Keep it simple, sweet, so your message doesn't get lost in translation.
Beautiful. True.
All right, so let's go to Capricorn.
Capricorn, what am I? I'm going to the Golden Tarot.
Oh, I love the Golden Tarot.
Love. Four of Wands, happy life. If you're in a relationship right now, Cap, it's the one. You may start thinking about wanting to put down roots, do a further commitment. 1111, the Four of Wands are the four stable pegs of a table. It keeps it balanced, it keeps it stable. It's also the four pegs of a huppah in the Jewish religion. That's what you get married under. This is all about stability in a relationship and moving forward in stability with a relationship. So you got the love card of the week for sure, Cap.
I have nothing else to add, because that is like the greatest card to get for love.
Career.
I do, before you go to career.
I can't make this up.
Oh, no way. The huppah.
There's the hoop I'm talking about. I can't believe I pulled the Four of Wands out of the Golden Tarot and the Four of Wands out of the Rider-Waite. I mean, Cap, you get the reading of the week. Everything you want touches and turns to gold. You're in a very stable place. This is the stable person you should be with. If you're in an existing relationship for a long time, you should think about taking a trip, doing something that you guys look forward to, creating a very wonderful spectacle for your journey. I can't make this shit up. Two decks, the same card, both for love and career. It all means stability. It all means happiness. It all means commitment. It means forth your effort in the world of work, and your effort in love is all about commitment and stability. God bless. That's all I got to say to that.
Oh my gosh, that's another beautiful reading. But I just want you to do something that's like a creative outlet. Do something different, like go to Sedona and go to some of the portals. Go down river rafting this summer. Just do something different, because it feels like you're doing a little bit of Groundhog Day all day, every day when it comes to love and career. But also I want you, here's my caveat for you, Capricorn. I want you to really look at your health this week. Find out, go to the core, go within and say, hey, why do I feel so tired? Go have just a general blood test. Just make sure that you check everything, that you connect the dots. It may be something very, very simple, but I really am being drawn to the thyroid. I just want you to double check and go to the doctor. Again, I'm not a medical doctor, but go and have a blood test, Capricorn. Nothing to worry. It's a good thing. I'd rather know than not know. Maybe you can start sleeping again and feeling like you've woken up and you've slept. All right, Aquarius.
I'm using the Affirminators card the first time of the day. I just felt the need to. And it's an interesting deck. It has very different pictures, but the understanding of the cards is still the same. Temperance is all about feeling at one spiritually, with a balance. In the main Rider-Waite deck, there's one toe in the water of emotions and one toe on earth for stability. He's pouring his wine, turning water into wine, going back and forth with balance. In the background, just like this card, the sun is rising. There has been a spiritual awakening, and if you have not gone through it, for whatever Aquarius this is resonating with, you're going to have an epiphany and an aha moment this week. This is coming soon, to where you're going to see the light a little bit. What does that mean? It means it is going to finally make sense to you, and it's going to connect your mind, your body, and soul together. Sorry, I'm getting water.
No worries. So while you're talking about that, I want to go, we're on Aquarius. And I just want you to know, Aquarius, that you can express your deepest feelings without fear. I want you to strengthen that voice, because when you do, you strengthen the voice of your soul. And your soul is calling out for you not to just sit back and not speak your truth anymore. It's all about communication, self-worth, feelings. And again, just keep it simple so that your message doesn't get lost in the words, if that makes sense. Just be more gentle so that you will give your soul that voice.
Career, Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune, moving forward. So in the world of career, if you have an opportunity in your existing work to move to a different department, to head up a different division, to accept a role that you don't feel 100% comfortable with, it's telling me to tell you to take the role. You will absolutely gel and mold into this new role. And it's where you're supposed to be. The wheel must move. To drop down the snakes of temptation, drop down the devil of fear that you can't handle it. You're going to be given an opportunity in work, whether you work for someone or an entrepreneur or you're a self-business person, you're going to be given an opportunity to step outside of your comfort zone. And it's telling me not only step, but run into not being in your comfort zone. And it's going to be a wonderful, amazing change. That is a tower change. That's a positive tower change.
That's a positive tower change. I've never said this, but in this instance, Spirit is guiding me very strongly to tell you to not trust that inner compass, that gut check, because you're not in tune with what is for your highest and good. Your ego is getting in the way, and you are fearful that you won't be able to jump into this new spot and be able to handle it. Fear is going to keep you paralyzed, and you're going to miss a beautiful golden opportunity. Pisces. Pisces is very social this week, I feel.
Social but pissed, feeling left behind a little bit, feeling a little bit left out of groups, feeling a little bit, this is Arc of Love. Somebody didn't reach out to you deeply the way you wanted somebody to reach out to you. If somebody sent you, left a message, it wasn't as heartfelt as you wanted. The Page of Cups in reverse is emotions going down, but the Page of Cups in reverse is also overindulging a little bit and drinking too much. And again, we're pulling this for love right now. A Page of Cups can also be a little bit of a lie or a lie of omission. Whether or not you're doing that to the person you love or that person is doing that to you, there might be a little bit of a mistruth and a hidden situation going on in your world this week, Pisces. Keeping it real, because that's what I do.
I totally agree with that. That card's a hard card sometimes. You just got to face it. Sometimes you got to look yourself in the mirror and be real with yourself.
And in career, broken heart. I don't like this. 3 of Swords, not my favorite card in the deck in the world of career, Pisces.
Right.
I'm getting a monetary loss, and I'm getting a monetary loss, not something that I'm getting this on both. If I can keep this real, I feel like somebody has stolen from you. So I'm combining the love and the career. This to me, the Cup of Love running down, the 3 of Swords, somebody you trusted stole something from you. And I'm keeping it real. And I'm keeping that general, because when I got both of these cards together, Pisces, somebody took something, somebody said something that really affected you. But we're talking career right now, and somebody said something that really diminished your personal self-esteem to not make you feel valuable in the workplace. Keeping it real.
No, I
Let this week
totally,
go and move on. Pisces, it's your season, and the new moon is in on Wednesday. Let it go. But people also feel your emotions right now because of it, and they take advantage.
and the tower is just screaming at me because sometimes these moments again are essential for your growth. Just want you to take a moment and let that destruction, let it just all fall down. Because as I said in my post earlier, when the dust clears, when it settles, you're really going to understand that there's a greater message in all of this. And again, change is not easy, but it does take place on a very, very deep level. It's
And
inevitable.
what you always say, Rainey, and this is the perfect card combo to talk about what Rainey always says. Let go of outcome. You were
Yes.
expecting something. That something didn't come the way you thought it would. You have a broken heart. If you didn't expect it, maybe the something that they gave you would have been enough. But because you were expecting a Tesla and they brought you a Pinto, you have a broken heart.
And you're going to miss the beautiful opportunities that are right in front of you because all you're seeing is the Tesla. Snap out of it. I'm going to give you the share slap from Moonstruck. Snap out of it, people. Snap out of it. Nika, I wish we could have gotten to your question, but we are out of time. As usual, Michele, I missed you so much. This is so great.
I miss you too. And we are here every Tuesday at 7:00. It's such an honor to read for you. Come with your questions. We love to answer questions. It breaks up our readings, but we hope that, not all messages can resonate with everybody. Take what's yours. Don't harbor on what's not yours. Don't try to make a story about some things that we said and try to fit it into your story. It either resonates or it doesn't. Thank you so much, Rainey, for allowing me to share this time and share your audience with you. My name
Where
is
can we
Michele.
find you? Book a session with her.
www.thesignsoftarot.com is my website for my readings and the different spreads. I do very interesting spreads, all the way down to a teenager spread, all to an 18 plus intimacy spread. And also you're welcome to visit my YouTube channel as well, The Signs of Tarot at YouTube. Thank you so much, Rainey, for your wisdom.
Thank you, my love. And you can
I never have
me.
enough of Rainey, and I wish these could go on for hours. I just never get enough.
I know. I just want to help everybody. Sorry we couldn't answer some of your questions, but come back next week. We definitely will. You can find me at rainyday.com. And I just want to remind you one thing. Set a clear intention and ask because it's never too big. God bless you all. It's never too big. Love you, Michele. See you next week, everybody.
Bye, Rainey.